In August of 1991, the GB Church, a 180-foot freighter, was sunk off of Portland Island to become Canada's first artificial reef.
Full rush ride. I just thought that's just crazy. Any particular shots?
In 1998, Giles Pease, Dan Peterson, and myself dove the GB Church with a video camera and lights. In 2008, I returned to the wreck with Steve Jones, John Hewson, and again later with Jason Nault.
Captain Charlie here, the captain is ready. They're going to dive the GB Church.
Falco will be swimming.
What is the estimated depth that you'll be at there, Captain?
The bottom depth is around 80 feet.
That's 80
Average
feet.
depth is around 60 feet. The deck is around 60 feet. We'll be averaging probably between the two because Steve wants to go down below the stern to look for octopi.
Should we do that first? Because
Yes.
it's the deepest point, and
We'll
that's a
be
good
going
plan. I like to plan my dives.
The lingcod had grown from 10 years ago and were plentiful in 2008. The engine room has changed little in 10 years, with a few more items fallen in than before. It is still a dark and foreboding chamber, with the boilers and equipment covered in rust. Ironically, because rockfish are so long-lived, the rockfish in both videos are probably the same fish. The toilet in 1998 was already getting buried in the muck, but by 2008, only the seat poked above the mud. The galley stove was clearly visible in 1998. In 2008, fish was on the menu once again. In 1998, the crow's nest was outlined in the emerald green sea, but by 2008, it had rusted to an encrusted lump. forward mast had an elegant display of rigging in 1998. By 2008, all of it was gone. As the creation of man is absorbed by nature, the beauty of nature takes over, as with this juvenile Puget Sound king crab, making itself at home on the forward winch. The bridge was alive with plumas and anemones in 1998, and it was even more grown over by 2008. I had to push the camera through the anemones to exit, leaving the GB Church behind to be claimed even more by nature's beauty.